Hey guys, this is the Dark Passenger, just here to review 30 Days of Night. Yeah, I just got done watching this film. Yeah, this came out in 2007, was directed by David Slade. And yeah, everyone who who's heard of this or seen this should know what it's about. You know, basically there's this town called Barrow in Alaska, and it goes dark there for 30 days. Once a year, only this time, vampires come and start feasting on the townspeople. And yeah, that's pretty much what this movie is about. And in the beginning of this movie, it's actually pretty creepy because this stranger comes to the town and starts to warn the warn them that something is coming, something that they're not going to be able to stop and everything. And he ends up getting killed by the vampires later on, even though he did everything that they asked him to do. And also, yeah, this movie stars Josh Hartnett and Melissa George. Uh, Josh Hartnett, he plays a sheriff, the sheriff of the town, Evan, and Melissa George plays a fire marshal, Stella. She basically ends up being trapped in the town after it goes dark and the airport is shut down. But yeah, this movie still creeps me out. I mean, I really was surprised about how much it still does. I mean, I think I thought that I'd already be used to this movie by now, but I'm not. I mean, when you think about it, something like that could happen. Well, not with vampires, of course, because we all know that in Antarctica, well, Alaska, around just around there, it always it goes dark. So what if something were to happen while it was dark? I mean, that's kind of creepy to think about. But yeah, this movie is just awesome. Josh Hartnett and Melissa George, they're just great in this, especially Josh Hartnett. And the vampires, I mean, they just look so terrifying pretty much. Those razor sharp teeth and the pale faces. Yeah, there's one scene, at the end. Sorry, a spoiler alert if you haven't seen this film before. Yeah, but the ending to this movie is awesome, in my opinion. Basically, the sheriff ends up injecting himself with blood of it, from his bitten friend. His friend got bitten and started to turn. Then he had to, yeah, so basically Evan had to kill his friend. He had to decapitate him, and then after that, he basically decides to stand up to the vampires because Stella and some kid are trapped under some wrecked car or something outside. So he basically injects himself with the blood from his bitten friend, turns into one of them, and goes out to fight the main vampire, the leader of the vampire pack that came to attack attack the people in the town. Yeah, attack the townspeople. And yeah, he ends up, they fight and he ends up beating the main vampire pretty much. He ends up sticking his hand through his, punching his hand through his head, and that's it. And then the other vampires just end up going away because they had no one to answer to anymore, no one to give them orders. And it's sad what happens after that as well, because you know he just he's a vampire now, sheriff's a vampire now, so he ends up kind of burning away or something. He turns into ash pretty much because he can't handle the sun. He can't handle ultraviolet light. And, Stella's just next to him. She was his wife. She's there next to him, holding him as it's happening. And then, yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty sad ending if you ask me. And, yeah, but the rest of the movie is just really creepy, and also the look of the blood, on the snow was great as well. I mean, I just like the colors. Just there's just something about blood on snow for me in this movie. I just really think it's kind of artistic in a way. But yeah, I'd highly recommend this movie if you've not seen this before. That's pretty much all I gotta say. Thanks for listening. Subscribe. Stay tuned for more reviews. Peace.